It stands above Beverly Hills like a crown of silence, a sprawling royal villa that the city forgot to mention, veiled by time and wrapped in golden sunlight. Locals say no one built it, that it simply appeared one morning, nestled high among the rolling hills where the skyline melts into the horizon. From below, it looks like a mirage, a faint shimmer of glass and marble. But up close, it's a world of its own. The gates, framed in ornate ironwork, carry crests that no family claims. The initials carved into the stone have faded, their meaning long lost. And beyond those gates, the driveway winds like a secret, climbing through perfectly trimmed gardens that never seem to age, past fountains whose water never runs dry. The air feels different here, colder, quieter, as if the villa itself breathes in solitude. The mansion spreads across the hilltop like a forgotten palace reborn. Its facade blends royal European design with the geometry of modern architecture, tall Roman pillars rising beside sleek glass walls that mirror the Lowe's Angel's skyline. The sunlight ripples across the glass, turning it into liquid gold. At dusk, the reflection fades and the lights from inside glow like constellations. Every window seems alive, every shadow perfectly placed. There's symmetry here, not just in the architecture, but in something deeper, something deliberate, as if the home was designed with a hidden code. Stepping inside feels like crossing centuries. The main hall opens with a hush, marble floors stretch endlessly, veins of gold dancing underfoot. The ceilings soar 30 feet high, wrapped in carved oak and crystal chandeliers that hang like frozen rain. The light from the chandeliers scatters softly, illuminating walls of ivory plaster and stone mosaics that tell stories in silence, stories of craftsmanship, patience, and pride. A faint echo travels with every step, blending with the distant hum of the city below. Somewhere, a piano plays, a sound too soft to be real, yet impossible to ignore. The grand staircase curves upward like a ribbon of marble, its handrails sculpted in brass and inlaid with mother-of-pearl. Every step is cold to the touch, but polished smooth by time. At the top, twin corridors stretch in opposite directions, east and west, divided by a stained glass window depicting a crowned lion over a valley of stars. When the morning light passes through it, the lion's eyes glow with gold. But the strange part is, no matter where you stand, its gaze always follows you. Each room has its own story. The drawing room feels like an opera stage, with velvet drapes the color of dusk and gold leaf frames surrounding portraits of people no one recognizes. The dining hall is long enough to hold 100 guests, yet no chairs are ever moved and no plates ever touched. The candelabras are lit automatically every evening, flickering against the mirrored walls. There's a clock above the mantelpiece that never ticks past midnight, and no one knows why. To the left of the grand hall lies the library, perhaps the most breathtaking room in the villa. It smells faintly of cedar and dust. The walls rise 3 stories high, covered entirely in books, thousands of them, bound in leather and arranged not by title, but by color. There's a spiral staircase of wrought iron curling to the upper levels, and above it, a glass dome filters sunlight like a cathedral roof. In the center of the room stands a single desk made of walnut, carved with constellations. The drawers don't open. Some say they were sealed deliberately, holding the plans of the house itself, the original blueprints that no architect ever signed. Beyond the library is the observatory, a circular chamber encased in glass, suspended over the hillside like a halo. From here, the entire city of Lowe's Angels unfolds below, stretching endlessly in a sea of light. But the glass is special. During the day it reflects the sky, making the villa invisible from outside. At night, it turns transparent, as if inviting the stars in. The view feels too perfect, almost designed to remind whoever stands here that the world outside is temporary, but beauty, if crafted correctly, can be eternal. Every corridor in the mansion leads to another, and yet none seem to lead back. It's said that even seasoned architects get lost here, disoriented by the symmetry and reflections. Some corridors end in mirrors so flawless they look like doorways. Others open into small chambers where time feels suspended, air unmoving, lights flickering faintly like candles underwater. The mansion doesn't reveal all of itself at once. It chooses what to show. In the West Wing, the master suite stretches across half the floor, a blend of royal decadence and minimal modernism. The walls are silk-lined. the bed carved from a single piece of walnut, its headboard inlaid with silver filigree depicting the map of constellations seen from Beverly Hills on the night the house was completed. The ceiling hides a retractable skylight that opens silently at midnight, revealing the stars above. The floor, heated from beneath, is marble so pale it glows. No dust gathers here, no footprints linger. It's a room made for no one, but ready for anyone. The bathrooms are temples of reflection, carved stone tubs, walls embedded with lapis lazuli, faucets sculpted as lion heads. The mirrors stretch from floor to ceiling, and sometimes, when the light hits right, they reflect not the person standing before them, but the hallway behind. Then there's the ballroom, the heart of the house. It spans 2 floors, encircled by balconies with ornate railings that spiral like vines. The floor is made from alternating marble and obsidian tiles that create a perfect checkerboard pattern under the chandeliers. In the center, a grand piano sits untouched, its lid open but no dust inside. The acoustics are flawless. Every sound hangs in the air a little longer than it should. When the wind blows through the upper windows, it sounds like distant applause. Beneath the ballroom lies something few ever see, a hidden gallery. The entrance is behind one of the mirrors in the west corridor. Push gently, and the mirror swings open to reveal a staircase leading downward. The air grows cooler. The walls are rougher here, unfinished stone, silent and ancient. The gallery itself is filled with sculptures, not of people, but of hands, carved in marble and arranged in gestures of offering, prayer, and silence. Each one different, each one perfect. A single skylight far above lets in a faint beam of daylight, illuminating one sculpture more brightly than the rest, a pair of hands holding a crown. No one knows who carved them, or what they mean, but they seem to guard the villa's secret. That beauty, at its purest, is something sacred and meant to be hidden. Outside, the mansion's gardens roll down the hill like green waves, terraces of stone, fountains shaped as angels, and pathways lined with lavender that bloom even in winter. The pool, infinity-edged, reflects the entire city beneath it. At night, when the lights of Lowe's angels flicker below, it feels like the villa floats among the stars. Even the wind moves differently here, brushing past the arches and through the open halls like a whisper in an empty cathedral. No one claims to own the hidden crown. The property has no official records, no address listed in any registry. Yet the lawns are always trimmed, the flowers always watered, the chandeliers always lit. Some say it's maintained by a trust, others that it maintains itself. Every so often, someone swears they saw a figure standing at one of the windows, a silhouette framed by light, still and silent, but when they look again, it's gone. Maybe it's just the illusion of design, maybe the house itself learned how to mimic life. Architects who have studied it call it impossible, its symmetry too perfect, its proportions too divine. No blueprint has ever surfaced, yet everything inside follows mathematical precision. From above, the house forms a crown-shaped layout, 5 wings radiating outward from a central dome, each aligned to the points of the compass. The crown, invisible from ground level, reveals itself only from the air. Perhaps that's why no one noticed, because the mansion's secret was never in its walls, but in its perspective. You had to look down from the sky to understand it. As the sun sets, the hidden crown glows softly, its glass walls turning amber, the marble halls shining faintly as if lit from within. The chandeliers begin to shimmer, one by one, as the city lights rise below. From a distance, it looks alive, a living monument to craftsmanship and mystery. But up close, it remains silent, waiting for footsteps that never come. And perhaps that's the true secret of this mansion, that it was never meant to be found, only imagined. A place where art and architecture meet eternity. A crown that sits atop Beverly Hills, hidden in plain sight, glowing quietly in the night, watching over the city that forgot its name.